Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headline. So, first of all, inflation pace slows for sixth straight month. Next, markets Fed split on rate forecasts. Next, special counsel to probe Biden over files. Next, dismiss board shift does not sway pelts. Next, Ukraine braces for attack as Russia regroups. Next, Yellowstone has suburbanites dressing like cattle ranchers. Next, China's precarious movement, pervasive COVID few controls. On page number 2 in US news section under that, why inflation has been cooling down. Next, pace of price rises moderates. Next, federal deficit widened in December. Next, on page number 3 in US news section under that, cancer death rate has dropped by a third. Next, California get short reprieve from storms. Next, FAA pilot alert system faces scrutiny. Next, flight operations are back to normal. Next, vaccinations among kindergarteners fall. On page number 4 in US news section under that, global urges for web liability shield. Next, McCarthy says House Republicans are forced on spending probes. Next, Ricketts is appointed to vacant Senate seat. Next, counsel to probe Biden files. On page number 5 in US news section under that, trial begins for 5 Proud Boys members. Next, Trump ramps up campaign with South Carolina's visit. On page next, Lisa Mary Presley star's daughter dies. Next, bill would not let US press pay web platform. Next, suspect in college killings stays jailed. On page number 6 in US news section under that, more states target forever chemicals. Next, reported UFO sighting up sharply over 2 years. Next, nurses and strike at New York hospitals. Next, markets Fed clash on rate. On page number 7 in world news section under that, South Korea considers nuclear weapons. Next, Asia, Europe look to join forces to restrain Beijing. Next, China overseas flights face a slow rebound. On page number 18 world news section under that, Brazilian president vows to reign in the military. Next on page number 9 and from page number 1 in that section, China's precarious movement. Next, suburban fashions go western. On page number 10 in arts and review section under that, 2 of Broadway bright spots. Next, telling a high stakes soccer story. On page number 11 in arts and review section under that, playing the Nazis game. Next, on page number 12 in sports section under that, the coach who lead the Buffalo Bills through a crisis. Next, the perfect job for Jim Harbaugh. Next, on page number 13 in opinion section under that, Garland's elections department. Next, Cardinal Peel faced down a hostile world. Next, why is Paul Ehrlich so hard to ignore? Next, inspiration everywhere. Next, coming in books this weekend. Next, on page number 14 in opinion section under that, 2 presidents, 2 special counsels. Next, assailing an Hispanic judge in New York. Next, the Fed makes some progress. Next, the wrong time to weaken wobbly military. Next, how to access America's pandemic lockdowns. Next, family should be the school of war republic. Next, the Mar Hamlin injury did not move me to pray to God. Next, LT Alconis deserves our help. Next, how many illegal migrants? On page number 15 in opinion section under that, the FTC's breathtaking power grab. Next, regrets the Federal Reserve has too few. Next, Ukraine, Japan and the Korean Wars 21st century parallel. Next, notable quotable field. Next, on page 16 in world news section under that, Moscow's aim to regain offensive. Next, IAEA to post nuclear inspectors. Next, Kremlin maps out new push to stifle dissent. Next, British historian conservative icon dies. Next, oil chief will run climate summit. Next, government plan to reduce spending. Next, rare earth finds lifts hope for energy shift. On page number 17, business and finance section under that, VW sales are lowest since 2010, but car makers sees turnaround. Next, Conoco Phillips in talks to sell Venezuela oil. Next, SEC sues crypto firms over loans. Next, Southwest hires experts for fix. Next, closed and funds reduce investors' monthly payouts. Next, short US recession is expected by CEO. On page number 18 in business and finance section under that, Lucid tops output target, struggles with deliveries. Next, Tesla cuts prices of cars sold in US. Next, VW sales declined last year. Next, CEOs anticipate a recession. Next, Conoco Venezuela in talks. Next, Southwest hires firm for fix. On page number 19 in business news section under that, bad bath faces Feb 1 due date on debt interest. Next, American Airlines boosts its outlook as demand holds up. Next, Lacoste owner seeks to add more brands. Next, HBO Max rises price of ad free plan. Next, Beyond Meat's chief brand officer leave the company. On page number 20 in technology section under that, TSMC warns of possible fall in revenue and spending cut. Next, Apple chief Cook takes 40% cut in compensation. Next, biotech startup search for more collaborations. On page number 21 business and finance section under that, climate startups remove carbon from open air. On page number 25 in banking and finance section under that, Wells plan significant expectations to cut back in mortgage business. Next, SEC sues crypto companies. Next, Bankman Fried side offers his FTX take. Next, equity firm EIG adds to bids on liquefied gas. On page number 26 in market section under that, stocks advance as inflation cools off. Next, Goldman rises $15.2 billion for junior credit deals. Next, funds cut dividend payments. Next, market for junk bonds in China creaks open with $400 million sale. On page number 27 in Hurt on the Street section under that, reinsurer gets shelter from the storms. Next, Disney's Magic Kingdom needs a new spell book. Next, on inflation, investors fired the Fed. Next, TSMC expected to outsmart the chip downturn. Then no news that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.